Happy Friday, everybody. Here I am back again. Good morning. It is 11:24 here, my time here in New Mexico. Kind of just getting ready for the day to go out and do some things that I have to get done. It's a little bit of a... It started out raining this morning. There you go. It started out raining this morning. So this is kind of like a nice crisp morning, but it's kind of cool. It was hot yesterday. It was hot the last couple of days, but now it's rainy and it's cool and it's Friday. I gotta go. This is the day I usually go and get out and do grocery shopping. I go every 2 weeks. I gotta go do grocery shopping and stuff. For mind you, whenever I was ill and in my craziness, I didn't get out. But crowds don't bother me anymore, really, and people, and it's nice. I love going out and getting it. And it's not too busy here. It's not a big place that I live, so it's not real crazy. But came out to check my little flowers, and let me show you some of my flowers today. I know I said that in my other video and I didn't do it. I'm like, oh, I'm so crazy. Sorry. So here we go. My tiger lilies right here. There's some orange tiger lilies. They haven't bloomed yet. They're getting the little blooms on them, if you could see them. These are orange, and I need to separate these next. Here this winter, I think I need to separate the bulbs out because these ones have really expanded. They've really just expanded. It started out with one plant and now I've got several in there trying to take room, and I just don't want them to smother one another. I got some other... These ones right here are my red ones. My red tiger lilies, and they'll be coming up pretty soon. Got some other flowers over here that I did. This pot's kind of dead. I think I need to get something else in there. I had some plants that were supposed to come back. I got a little green in there, but they haven't. So, but the grass is loving the moisture. Last year we were in a drought. Here in northern New Mexico, we were in a drought. We actually had water restrictions because it's crazy. We didn't get very much. The winter before, it was dry. So we were in a stage 2 drought warning all summer long. But this year we got lots of snow and we have been getting lots of rain. Got some more flowers here in these big pots, and I actually bought some tiger lily bulbs. I've never done them that way. I've always usually just bought the plants, but I hope they come up. If they don't do nothing this year, hopefully they'll do something next season. My battery's fixing to die, so I'm gonna have to charge that. Well, I'm kind of gone a little bit, and then come back and do some more. So there's some more flowers. These ones are, I put one tiger lily in there with a couple other plants. This one is the purple and white ones. Sorry if you can't see real good. I'm still trying to learn. And then I got some over here, some more little flowers. And some more tiger lily bulbs that I want to try, so we'll see about see how everything comes out this winter. But it's still a little cloudy and stuff. The sun's coming out. Looks like it might gonna dry up some. So hopefully. Still trying to learning how to, just trying to learn how to do this camera and work everything out so I can get better and do better things for you. So, yeah, my battery's fixing to die, and I will go charge it for a little bit today, and I'll be back shortly. It's afternoon, and I thought I would introduce you to a little guy here. This is my little guy. He's my little doggy. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, world. Say hi. I got him from a rescue after I lost my other Chihuahua. I lost my other Chihuahua, and it was very, very devastating to me. I didn't know whether I was going to want another dog at all, because I get so attached to him, and then when you lose him, it's just something terrible. And I lost Brittles, and he helped me through. Brittles helped me. I'll have to show you pictures of him, but he helped me through some of my roughest times. He's actually on my channel, in the car where we were singing and cruising together, because he liked to drive. He thought he could drive, but I had never had a rescue before, and somebody told me I should get a rescue dog, and my heart was completely broken over Brittles, and I didn't know whether I should or not. Because it is having pets are when you lose them, and I hate even calling them pets, because they're not pets, they're like family. But anyway, I went to we have a Four Corners purebred rescue over here in my town that she rescues a lot of little dogs and stuff. And when I seen him, I just knew she couldn't keep him with the rest of the other dogs, because he's all of 3 pounds. He's more like 4.5 pounds now. But he had come from Texas, and he was severely abused. They kept him in a crate 24/7. I mean, and you could tell he was beaten. And it was just terrible. He was so afraid when I went to get him. But when I seen him, when she brought him out of the bedroom, I just knew I had to have him. And he was scared hi, little guy. You were scared when you first came here because you just didn't know, and you didn't want to trust humans. And I understand that, because it's hard trusting us humans after people hurt, and especially with what he went through. And he would just walk in circles and circles and circles and circles, and he'd walk in a lot of circles, and they called it crate behavior because he was trapped in a crate 24/7. They were trying to use him for breeding, which I hate that, and they didn't want him because they said he was too big. I hate that they'd want to breed these little dogs down and breed them down and breed them down till they're hardly nothing, because that's where the money is. And it's so sad because some of these ones just pay for it. And I brought him home, and he also taught me a lot about patience, about love, about watching how, because I always wondered how it was when I was going through my trauma, my recovery and stuff, because I would have loved to seen it from somebody else's perspective, my healing. I would have liked to have seen it from another point of view, to see how far I've come and stuff. But I thought, this is perfect, But all I did was bring him and just give him a lot of patience and a lot of love, and just letting him know that he was okay and nobody was ever going to hurt him again. And that he was perfectly safe here with me. And he's been in my home, because Brittles was gone 2 years in February, and I've had him 2.5 years in, I got him April, in the 2 months after I lost Brittles. Say hi. Say hi, world. Hi, little guy. Say, my name is little guy. My name is little guy. But yeah, I got him, and so I've had him, and we've worked a lot with him. I've worked a lot with him. He sleeps with me, and he's everything. He loves to play, and he's just a big mama's boy now. He just loves being in my lap all the time, and he's come a long ways because he actually knows what, and we can learn so much from dogs because they're very forgiving, and you learn a lot of unconditional love from them. I believe that's what they're here to teach us, and I don't know how anybody can hurt all of 3 pounds, because that's what he was. But he's come a long ways, and he just, I could still see when he wants to come and have me pick him up, he kind of cowers down and hides his face and acts like, like he's so afraid somebody's going to just hit him, huh, baby? You act like somebody's going to just beat you still. Nobody's going to beat you ever again, huh? So, but he's taught me a lot, and I love having him, and I don't regret getting him. In my mind, and this is the way I honestly believe that they choose us. I really do. I believe they choose us. That we just think they choose them. That they come into our lives. That they're meant to teach us something. Every single one of us. Kind of like a dog's purpose, They're here to teach us. And they know whose family they need to be in. Like Brittles, He was here and helped me through some of my roughest times, and then then I lost him, and I knew how to grieve, and then I got him, and he's taught me how, and I've watched him heal. I've watched you heal, huh? Yeah, he's spoiled, but yeah, today I went out and got my grocery shopping done, and and it's still really, really cloudy here in you know, it rained quite a bit of the morning and stuff, and it's still really cloudy. I just have to run, you know, to I've got my grocery shopping done, got everything else done that I needed to do, which is so good because I love getting out now. I never used to. When I was having my depression and anxiety, it was crazy because, you know, it's like I didn't want to get out. Everything was like a panic for me. You know, being around people when I used to love to be around people, it was just, and then it was just, I would panic and I couldn't do it. And now I can, and it feels good, you know. It's like, when I do get anxiety, it's not completely gone. I take like a half a Benadryl when I need it, you know, and it just calms me. And I know Benadryl makes a lot of people drowsy, but it doesn't me, because I don't really want to get back into anything that is habit forming ever again, because that is so scary, to feel like, you know, that you need something so bad, you do anything, it's like crazy. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening here, and I feel pretty good. And it's a beautiful Friday evening. I think it's around 4:30ish, 4:45 right now and stuff. But I just got one more stop to make. I just got to go to pick up just a couple more things, and then I'll be back. And hopefully, I can get a lot of the stuff edited and put up. And I'm trying to get as much better, you know, much better with the camera and stuff. You guys just have to bear with me, you know, because I'm definitely doing things. This is kind of what I wanted to talk about too, you know, because the power of the internet, you know, it blows my mind, because especially with this platform that I want to help people with depression, anxiety, mental health awareness, you know, like I said in one of my previous videos, that I would fall down the rabbit hole of YouTube, because that's how I stayed in contact. I mean, that's how I stayed connected to the world without having to actually get out there. I would get online and just kind of watch other people's videos, but a lot of it was makeup tutorials, you know, and I loved watching certain YouTubers and stuff, you know, because I like playing with makeup too. And I always thought about, you know, beauty channel would be so cool and stuff like that, but, you know, I never felt that I could compare to any of those people that are doing YouTube beauty, that are so-called beauty influencers. But what I wanted to say, and what I kept thinking about, was this thing with Tati and James Charles. And I seen, you know, the power of the internet, and how brutal it could get, like way brutal, because I was talking about it in one of my other videos about how comments can be brutal and people can be brutal out there, and how it can mess with you, and that's so scary, because, you know, I follow James Charles, and I follow Tati, and I follow a lot of like Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star, and I understand, you know, and it really floored me. Well, I guess it didn't, because I thought, look how many people these people reach, how many people you could reach, and that's what I'm trying to do. But I want to use my platform for better, like, not better, not saying that they're not better, they're not doing better, because everybody has their knack. But I was just trying to say that the power of the internet, how it can mess with you, and how much good it can do, but how much bad it can do. You know, because I actually did have people that would comment on my last videos, you know, just talking about their depression, their anxiety, their struggles with their life, and but then it was hard for me, you know, because I've learned, you know, I get back into Wreck-It. You know, I'm a Disney buff. I love Disney. I'm a Disney fanatic. But what I could say is, like, I was so excited to watch Wreck-It Ralph 2, and actually went to the theater, 3, and went to the Ralph Breaks the Internet, and went to the theater by myself to go see it, and that was a big thing for me too. But whenever Ralph was doing YouTube videos to try to make money to buy that remote control off eBay, and he was loving it and everything until he wandered into the comment section, and then he started seeing some of the hateful comments that could be there, and that really got me too. I was like, yes, man, it's crazy. And how they told Ralph, well, the lady told Ralph, oh, I forgot to warn you, stay out of the comment section. But it's so sad that we can hide behind computers and treat people badly. How we can hide behind computers and tell people to kill themselves, and talk about, everybody, we are all human at the end of the day, and we make mistakes. And believe me, I screwed up on a daily basis, and I still do. But that's what I'm trying to get at, is the power of the internet and how powerful it is, and how you could do so much good for it. Because to me, like I said, I learn a lot from flowers, but I learn a lot from my little guy here, my babies, my fur babies. Because think about it, how much this little guy went through, and I think about it on a daily basis, and I'm thinking, how can anybody possibly be abused and beaten and starved and kicked and barely come out with their life, and learn how to love another human being, to learn how to love us human beings again. And I guarantee you, he probably still loved his human that was doing that to him, and probably would still protect him and stuff. And that's the sad thing in the whole thing. It's like, forgiveness is so hard, because I had to learn how to forgive. Forgiveness is a key thing, because forgiveness is for us. It's not for the other people. Forgiveness is for us, because I had to learn how to I learned how to forgive my ex-husband after I went through all the emotions and went through all the counseling and stuff. I forgave him because I knew I had to, otherwise he had control over me. But that's basically, what I really want to talk about is, if you have the power to help somebody, if you have the power to use a platform, man, do it. I'm not saying, I know we're human, and at the end of the day, we make mistakes and we get our feelings hurt. And the first thing that we want to do is, if somebody's saying something about us, we get on the defensive and we really want to go out there and protect ourselves and say, but know that it also comes with consequences when you have millions upon millions upon millions of people that thrive, that follow you and will do anything and thrive off of drama, which is sad, because that's the crazy world we live in. People love it. I mean, I've never seen so many comments about, I'm here for the tea. I love the drama. I love the, and I think we'll never probably be in a peaceful, world and stuff. But that's what I'm trying to do, because I realize hurt people hurt. I don't know what it's like to be wealthy, and I don't know when they say money and fame changes you. I don't know what it's like to be that. I would hope that if ever had that opportunity that it wouldn't change me, but I don't know. You just don't know. You'd have to try to learn not to let it change you. Because no matter how much money you have, no matter how much things, no matter how much wealth you have, no matter how much fame you have, at the end of the day, it's about if you love yourself enough and you can live with what you've done on a daily basis and how you treat people. Because I'm that. Sometimes I think my dad had this amazing heart, and he taught us, my dad, that's why it was so hard when we lost him, that nobody, and people tell you, I told somebody one time, I said, I am no better than nobody else, no better and no less than, and somebody actually said, you are so wrong, because there are people that are better than other people. I don't think that. I think we're all the same. Just because some people have more than others, some people fall. They struggle with daily stuff like addiction, bad things that they do. We don't know what it's like when we walk in another person's shoes. Let me tell you what I get. I think about, I'm a big Eminem fan, and I love Eminem. Beautiful is one of my favorite songs that he does, because he talks about, unless you walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, you definitely don't know what they're going through. And that's what I've learned. I'm like, I can't judge anybody, Sometimes it's harsh when you see people do bad things to other people. but still we don't know what led him up to that. And there's a judge, jury, and executioner. We can't be that. At the end of the day, everybody's going to have to pay for their own consequence for their own actions, is what I'm going to say. But if you have a platform, use it for, everybody wants to be comfortable. I get it. But at the end of the day, what I'm wanting to do is use my platform to help people, because I was in darkness for a long time. I was in darkness and despair and didn't think I was ever going to come out of it. And then I learning from this little guy so much. And like I said, he's such a good boy and I love him so much. But I've learned from him that him coming out of, people can heal. And that's how basically what I wanted to say, look at it yawning. Look at the yawning. But if you have a thing for good, if you have a lot of followers and a big platform, just think about it. Just think about your actions at the end of the day. And if you could sleep, if you can go to sleep at night knowing that you did good or you didn't hurt anybody, that's what I'm striving for. I'm wanting to help and not hurt. But I really appreciate it. I'm going to work on getting this up so I can get it up for you guys, and hopefully every day I can do something more. But that's basically what I wanted to talk about and stuff. I thank you guys so much for everything, and we will talk soon. Say bye. Say bye, little guy. Say bye. I'm false sheep. Bye bye. Bye, world. Talk to you tomorrow.